Just wanted to make a short review on this Kershaw Camp 10. This is one of the better knives that I've ever bought as far as getting the money out of it. I did a couple mods to it as far as convexing the blade and stripping the coating, but I have just totally abused this knife, and it's one of the best choppers I've ever had. Cuts great, and just kind of wanted to spread the word about how nice it is. It was easy enough to convex the edge. I just hit it with an angle grinder and took that secondary bevel off, and it cuts great. I've never, well, actually I did roll the edge one time, very slightly, but I was cutting down like entire trees and delimbing and everything, and hitting it at weird angles and swinging full strength, and it really just stood up to everything that I threw at it. Holds an edge pretty good. Not great, but good enough for the abuse that I put it through. I don't know the steel. I think somebody told me once it was a 25M or something like that. Probably got that wrong, but as far as a tough steel, it's great. Holds up to everything. So, size comparison. Here's next to a Buck 110. More a companion. K-bar. There's a little half hatchet too. So it's about the same size as the half hatchet. But as far as doing little delimbing trees and things like that, I actually think this Camp 10 does a better job than the half hatchet. And I put a nice convex edge on that hatchet, and the only problem with this is it slips out of the hand. This grip on this Kershaw is great. I've never had it slip. Super grippy. Has a good contour. Great for choking up, for swinging, for chopping. I hold it kind of back here and it works great. But I'll try to get some, let me see if I can get some close-up cutting shots. Use that recurve close spot. Really good feather sticker. It's that convex edge really makes it pretty easy to do feather sticks. Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's see if I can get that at another angle. Pretty effortless. For such a big knife, it's really controllable, and you can do these finer detail things no problem. I'll see if I could get a couple chopping videos real quick. Hopefully you can see this, but let's see. It just digs right in there. I mean, that's pretty great. If you compare that to if you compare that to something like this hatchet, it takes about the same amount of time to, and the hatchet's just as sharp, and I think it's even a little heavier. But I think the Camp 10 might even have it beat. But I mean, I haven't had any problems with this blade, and I've just been amazed with how deep it sinks in when you cut. It's just, and how quick it is, and it's just everything about this knife is great for the money. I think I only spent like $45 for it. Hope you can see that. I mean, it's just amazing for just the chopping ability of this knife. I've never had anything that works this good as far as large chopping blades. Okay, so this is after chopping and all that. I'll just show a sharpness test. That's how it cuts paper. Still pretty sharp. Has no problem cutting paper. Let's see. No problem cutting paper. Most of the times with this, I'm just gonna, I'll sharpen it every couple months, but then I'll just maintain the edge by with this homemade strop I made. So it's just a chunk of wood, and I got 3 belts on there. One with black compound. I got 2, or one with white and one with green. So usually I just take the white compound and after I use it for a day, this is pretty much all it needs to get it back to shaving sharp. One thing to note, if you do convex the edge, be pretty careful. I used an angle grinder, but I made sure to keep it pretty cool. I mean, I would hit it real light, dip the blade in water. I made sure that the blade wasn't hot enough to where I couldn't touch it. I kept it pretty cool the whole time. And a lot of people say don't do that, you'll ruin the edge, but if you keep it cool, you shouldn't have a problem. Don't just take your time with it. Hit it lightly. Just blend that secondary bevel in, and it's a saber grind, so just go to the depth you want. Just blend it in, and then you can maintain it with stropping. And stropping just brings the edge back pretty easy. For such a large knife, it's pretty cool having it able to get so sharp and keep the edge. The spine is sharp enough to strike fire steel. It wouldn't do it too good when you had that coating on there, but as soon as you remove the coating, it strikes it no problem. I don't know if you can see that, but no problem striking fire steel. Haven't had any problems with rust or anything like that. I oil the blade when I'm not using it, but I just wanted to give this review because I've been really happy with this knife for the value of it. $50, something that I've totally abused, and it beat my expectations of this knife. Just a really good knife. It's one of those ones where I think you just need to just get it, and you won't be disappointed. It's an awesome blade. Great knife. Alright.